You are away from your house, but you use your house as a rent out.
I do,
It's
yeah.
a great idea. You don't have to sell your house just for you to travel, but you earn money from your house.
Exactly. And I'm lucky because, obviously the Canadian dollar is stronger in Southeast Asia, right? So it's great.
So for you everyone, if you are traveling, like if you want to visit Philippines or maybe live in the Philippines, just don't sell your house.
That's
Hello everyone, good day. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So for today's video everyone, we have a special guest and he is full-time content creator on YouTube. His name is Alex and his channel is called Living Abroad. I thought today would be fun if we ask Alex some of the questions that he asks people interviews on his channel. So I've got several favorite questions for you.
okay.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. And yeah, because you always asking questions to many people in the street.
I
Why
do.
would I not answer? Why would I question you this some several questions? Okay.
Okay.
But first, tell me about yourself and what do you do for a living aside being a vlogger?
Well, yeah, my name's Alex. I've been doing YouTube for the past 3 years now, and right now YouTube is my main source of income. I don't have any other resources except for my home in Canada. I rent out. So aside from YouTube, some sponsorships and endorsements, that's basically it. So now I'm a full-time YouTuber.
Wow, it's nice because you are away from your house, but you use your house as a rent out.
I do,
It's
yeah.
a great idea. You don't have to sell your house just for you to travel, but you earn money from your house.
Exactly. And I'm lucky because, obviously the Canadian dollar is stronger in Southeast Asia, right? So it's great.
So for you everyone, if you are traveling, like if you want to visit Philippines or maybe live in the Philippines, just don't sell your house.
That's my biggest
Yeah.
tip, exactly.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
sell
a
your
smart,
house.
smart. Oh my God, I like your idea. So,
Thank you.
what is your favorite country that you've been visited?
That's one of my most difficult questions to answer, right? And everybody wants to know because I've visited, I don't know, over 20 countries in the past, like 2 years alone. So
Yeah.
right now it's the Philippines. That's where I live. To be honest, this is my base, mainly because of the people, the cost of living. Of course, it's better than the freezing cold in Canada.
Yeah.
But really, I couldn't pick one out, to be honest. So I have a lot. Every country has its own uniqueness. It's got its own benefits, some downsides. Right now, we're not in the Philippines. So obviously, every country to me is beautiful in a certain way, but Philippines will just barely make it to the #1 spot, I think.
Yeah, and the cheapest.
The cheapest. Well,
Yeah.
it's not the cheapest, to be honest. The Philippines is not the cheapest. From my experience, was India was the cheapest.
Yeah, because they're rupees.
Yeah, but I mean, you get more for your money in the Philippines. Better standard of living, and it's really
Yeah.
convenient for me in the Philippines. Yeah,
Especially the people.
the people are #1 by
Yeah.
far. The Filipinos have been like head and shoulders beyond any other country when it comes to kindness. They're very friendly. They're open, approachable. As you can see in my videos, they're always laughing. They got a great sense of humor. They're hospitable. I can go on and on about the Filipino people.
Yeah, Filipino love to talk foreigners.
Do they? And I
Even
love
me,
to talk
I love
to
to talk
Filipinos.
foreigners.
so
So
it
that
works
is the
out.
main reason also it's good to visit Philippines
For
because
sure.
even the vendor knows to speak English.
Everybody knows how to speak
Yeah,
English.
everybody.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite food in the Philippines?
My favorite Filipino dish would still have to be sisig.
Sisig.
Yeah,
Wow, I
but-
heard that. Many some foreigners also love sisig.
I think it's because it's got so many layers of flavors. It's not just basic one type of flavor. It's got different layers of flavors,
Okay.
and I can eat it with rice, which I know is really popular in the Philippines.
So do you know what is in the sisig?
Usually, I know it's pork ears and face and all that. Right? but because I don't eat pork, for me it's just chicken. So
Chickens only,
whatever
okay.
part of chicken, I don't really care. I eat it, so it's good.
Okay. So I thought you eat the pork sisig.
No, I
only
mean,
chicken.
I don't eat pork because of my religion, so but
Okay.
only chicken. But the ones I've tried have all been delicious. So hands down, sisig I like. I also like the pancit canton, the
That
noodles.
is my favorite
It's
too.
delicious.
With the
It's-
chicken.
with the chicken,
Oh my
right, so,
god.
yeah.
I cook a lot of times with that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what is the best Thai food? What is the best food? Thai food or Philippine food?
Okay, for me personally, I do enjoy Thai food more,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's only because I love spicy food. So growing up, I always ate spicy food, and Thailand is known for the chilies and their flavors of being
Yeah.
really, really strong. So I do prefer Thai food over Filipino food.
Do you eat like a seafoods?
Yeah, seafood though is very close because Philippine seafood is delicious.
So many seafoods here in Thailand. Oh my God,
Thailand's
everywhere, and it's not expensive.
Yeah, Thailand here you got different varieties and variations of seafood and cost effective, so it's much cheaper, which is great. So when
Yeah.
it comes to seafood, I think it's pretty much a Thai, but overall food definitely Thai food for me.
Me too. We're the same. It's my
Okay.
first time here, but I love Thai food so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you like the most about the Philippines?
Hmm. I can talk about this till I'm blue in the face, but I'm gonna try to say some things that maybe aren't so obvious, like the people. So definitely the people. But aside from the people, I like Filipino. I think culture when it comes to resilience. I just feel like regardless of who you meet on the streets in the Philippines,
Yeah.
regardless of their like financial status or what they're going through in life, they'll always put an effort to be happy.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
So where do you want to live? A country that people like Canada are always on the clock, moving, or somewhere like the Philippines where people are just genuinely happy and kind.
yeah.
So
Even
that's-
they're earning little money, but
yeah, they're surviving.
Smile.
They're resilient. They're smiling.
Yeah.
I think they're very. Yeah, it's really motivating for me to live my life to the best of my abilities. So yeah.
yeah, it's good to live, and you don't like to live in a place like you are always sad and
Yeah,
you know.
that's what happens when you live in countries like the U.S. and Canada. First of all, the weather can be cold depending on where you live. Then cost of living is so high, so you always are working. And what does
Yeah.
that do? It gives you very little time to yourself, and you always obviously are not happy. So over here, people are much happier in the Philippines for
Yeah.
sure.
So for you, what is the best city to visit in the Philippines?
Ah, that's a great question. So I've been to a few places, and obviously not everywhere, but I think Cebu City is the best. Number one, it's a little bit biased because I'm living there. So, but because it's so close to a lot of attractions. So from Cebu City, first of all, it's got an international airport. Second of all, it's got a lot of amenities that you'd want from the West, so like infrastructure, internet, big malls, all those things. And then it's close to all the islands. So you can go to Bohol, you can go to Oslo,
Yeah.
Malapascua, Bantayan, Mualboal. So all these places are really within a few hours drive or ferry ride. So personally, I love Cebu City. Yeah.
Cebu City.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them. Like Dumaguete's great. Even
Yeah.
Siquijor, the small little islands, amazing. I spent a
Yeah.
few days there, and I was
But
really.
there's a problem there. The connection.
I couldn't get internet most of the time. So,
yeah.
so that's why I think Cebu is the best for me.
Cebu is the
Yeah,
best for you.
definitely.
So for you, what is the best place to live in the Philippines? Because you like Cebu City. So what is the best place to live in the Philippines?
For living, it really depends on your age, I think, and what kind of income you have. For younger people, the best place would probably be BGC. If you're a professional, if you're working like in Manila, the Bonifacio city itself, so it feels like you're in New York or like Los Angeles, any big major city. If you want that fast-paced life, if you want the nightlife, if you want like all the professionals networking and all that. If you're retired and you want to like have more peaceful living, the places I've visited, I think Malapascua,
Malapascua.
northern part of Cebu City, right? I mean,
Oh.
northern part of Cebu Island. And I love the beaches, white sands, and it's not really accessible by many people.
Yeah.
So you don't see the hordes of tourists that you might see other places.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, you can really rent a motorbike for yourself and just really explore the island. There's a few dive shops where they can go and dive and see thresher sharks. They're one of the only places in the world where you can see thresher sharks. So if you're like a scuba diver, you can get
Yeah.
your license really easily. So Malapascua if you want to retire. But if you're retired, you might need healthcare and like
Yeah, is there any healthcare
hospitals.
there?
I don't know about that. So maybe that's why Dumaguete is so popular.
Dumaguete, yeah, it's
Yeah.
popular because I think we have more than 5 hospitals there.
I had no idea. So that's
Yeah.
probably a good city then.
So and also the restaurants and markets is very close,
Yeah.
and hotel is very close. So it's good for retiring, I think.
I think you're right, and I've been to Dumaguete a couple times. The first time I wasn't very impressed because in my mind I was picturing different things. But by the second time I was there and I got to like go to the usual places everybody goes to, and like the pier, the walking, like the area, I don't know what you call it, but the boardwalk, I guess, they really improved that. Now it looks like a brand new city by itself. So you can go there in the
Yeah.
evening. It's a really cool city. Dumaguete definitely top 3.
Not scary.
Not scary at all. No,
Not
safety.
scary.
Safety is not an issue in the
Safe.
Philippines for me at least. I don't
No
feel.
snatchers. I think it was long time ago that there were snatchers, but those snatchers not from Dumaguete. But Dumaguete, even me, I'm walking in the middle of the night, I'm safe.
Okay, if she's safe, then I'm safe. For sure.
You're safe
So,
too. You're safe too, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this is one. Next is this is one of my favorite question that you asked to people,
Okay.
and you told me something you like the Philippines. Now tell me the things that you don't like in the Philippines.
Things that I don't like in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Now, the usual answers are things like traffic, right? So people
Oh,
hate
yeah.
traffic in the Philippines, but you have to remember it's a developing country and it's becoming very popular. A lot of Koreans and Japanese and international students are there. A lot of tourists, a lot of Chinese are coming back. So getting in and around anywhere in the Philippines I've been, it's getting more congested. So traffic's always a problem. For me, I still can't tolerate the heat. My body just cannot adapt to the humidity of the Philippines, pretty much anywhere in Southeast Asia. So those are two things. One more thing I don't like about the Philippines, I think personally, is perhaps their treatment of stray dogs. So this is, I don't know where this comes from, whether it's just history or whatever, but a lot of times I've seen dogs that are really skinny, they're really got skin conditions, and I wish I myself or someone can do something about it, because they're obviously animals, they're innocent, and they're always either malnourished or they got skin problems. And I think there should be some kind of program by the government.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think there's a lot of humans that need help too. So I think government's prioritizing that first.
There is like group community for that. They save animals in the street, but it's too many.
It's too many, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's too many to handle.
Yeah.
Of course, there's got to be some kind of neutering system or whatever it is. Hopefully, in the future, people can bring this to the government's attention, or some kind of funding can be done. But I want to be part of that if I know anything about that.
Yeah, and so hopefully they can develop the road, the widening.
Yeah,
It's
of
because
course.
it's really frustrating when it's traffic.
Yeah, so traffic, heat, and even stray dogs can cause accidents, right? Because they're all
Accident,
over the
yeah.
road. So if you're on a motorbike and you're not careful, or even a car, a dog runs into the road, you're gonna hurt yourself and the dog as well. So yeah.
So many accidents because of the stray dogs.
Mhm.
Yeah. So do you feel safe in the Philippines?
I think from all the countries I've traveled to, I feel the safest in the Philippines. To be
That's-
honest, for me personally, I think the fact that everyone speaks English, so you can ask for directions and you can scream for help or whatever. It's never happened, but my
Have you
point
been
is,
screaming for
I've
help?
never helped, but knowing that if I did, somebody can understand me, it's a big thing. So I've
Yeah.
never had to be in that situation. And I think Filipino people generally are very friendly towards foreigners.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you come from as a foreigner, it's the opposite. Most countries you stand out as like a target perhaps, but in the Philippines they're actually happy to help you. And I've never felt any insecurities or like unsafe in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's cool. So for you, which the best place to live, Thailand or Philippines?
For me at this stage of my life, it's the Philippines because Thailand doesn't want me here. So
Why? Why are you feeling unwanted here?
because a lot of reasons. The government itself only gives you 30-day visa, and you can only extend it once, which is 60 days total. Then you have to
Okay.
leave the country no matter what. By land or by plane, you have to leave the country. In the Philippines, I can stay up to 3 years without leaving. So that's a big bonus for me, someone that loves to stay in Southeast Asia. And the other thing is the language. So
The language, yeah, it's hard.
we're having a deep conversation right now. This will be difficult, generally speaking, with Thai people. Of course, there's
Yeah.
some people that speak English. There's a younger crowd that speaks English. But overall, it's much more convenient to be able to express myself and have conversations and meaningful interactions with people. So those two things are the reasons why it's for me better to live in the Philippines. And my content, right? So when I make my videos, it's easier to talk to people in the Philippines than it was in Thailand.
Super easy in the
Super
Philippines.
easy, yeah.
So next is what things you need to bring, especially in traveling in the Philippines. Give me some the basic needs.
Honestly, nothing. For me, because I found everything that I need in my life in the Philippines. Cebu is growing fast, and there's always SNR or like even the Ayala malls have everything that you could find in the U.S. and Canada. Maybe if you have some very big feet, bring some shoes, some very big clothes, because
Yeah.
generally Filipinos are smaller and
It's
they
hard.
don't carry that many varieties of clothing or shoes. But everything else you can pretty much find here. There are some things that are more expensive here than North America, but those things is not enough to pack for. It's just maybe like suntan lotion. If you're coming for 2 weeks, bring your own. But if you're coming here to live or long term, you really don't need anything. The lighter you can pack, the better for sure.
Yeah, but I think Amazon delivered to Philippines.
That too, yeah.
Island.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can get everything now on Amazon, Lazada, Shopee, all those things.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's really convenient now.
Yeah, but the problem in the Philippines, I'm very grateful because you said about the size, you know.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like you need to bring your clothes, your shoes. If you are bigger, it's because in the Philippines, it's really hard for you to find your size there.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not that tall, so for me it's not a problem. But if you're a regular average height man in the West, if you're like 6 feet and you got big shoes and big feet, then you got to bring some of your
Yeah,
own stuff.
yeah, yeah, that's true. So, what are the things you've done that Filipino don't like?
There's only one thing, to be honest, or two things maybe.
Uh-huh.
So, if you watch anything about the Philippines, you might come across someone saying that they don't understand certain rules or why certain things are done the way they are. Firstly, it's a different culture, it's a different country. They don't do everything like the West. So you have to come here with patience. And recently, when I was in Davao City, I couldn't understand why I could bring my backpack if it's in front of me, but not if it's behind me. So I asked some questions about that. And so that's something that a lot of people in the comment section didn't appreciate. I'm not saying don't follow the country rules, but to me, in that moment, it didn't make sense. So I asked some questions like, why can I carry it in front but not my back? So, anyways, that's one thing that I know Filipinos didn't like. The second thing is swearing. The Filipino culture is not, they're still a little bit conservative. They have
Yeah.
family values, they have respect, they save face. So try not to swear as often. Because I'm very open and because I'm so comfortable in the Philippines, I swore a few times in my video. And I noticed really quickly that Filipinos don't like you swearing. And generally, you shouldn't swear unless it's in your private setting. So, yeah, those are two things that I could think off the top of my head.
Okay. Things that you need to avoid.
Do not swear in the Philippines.
Yeah. So the last question:
Mhm.
what can you advise to those foreigners who are planning to travel to Philippines?
Be like Nike. Just do it. Honestly, you can plan all you want. You can spend months and years planning, but you'll never know the true beauty of the Philippines unless you're here. And you're going to feel it immediately, from the kindness of the people to the weather to the beautiful, stunning beaches, right? Some of the most amazing natural environment you can be in, right? So leave
Yeah.
your fears behind. There's always going to be a situation that comes up that might make you hesitant. So there's never going to be a perfect time. My suggestion, do it as soon as possible.
Oh, what are you waiting for?
That's right.
All right, so that's all, and thank you so much, Alex. And it's a great time for me, you know, to reach with, especially you, that your channel is so big for me. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
But you're on the rise too. You know, you're really popular right now on YouTube, so I see big success in your future.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, to everyone, thank you so much. And Alex, just introduce your channel.
Yeah, so my channel is called Living Abroad, and I usually make travel content and mainly interviews about life across the world. So mainly the Philippines right now. If you want to hear some truthful, honest answers from people living in the Philippines, check out Living Abroad.
All right, so thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.